Next up, number 10, Isaiah Miranda. He's with his father Justin and his stepmom Jennifer. Isaiah has proudly played all 4 years at Novato High and 4 additional years while growing up. He plays running back and plays on defense as well. Isaiah plans to attend community college and transfer to a UC to pursue his career in business. Next up is number 14, Colton Carey. Colton is here today with his mother Kate and his father Mark Carey.
All right, so in theory,
a total of 9 years of football,
we're set up
all 4
and
years while
streaming.
attending Novato High. Colton plans on attending college and studying criminal justice.
And double check.
To play college football and have a career in law enforcement.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to you guys.
Yeah, it just popped up on my phone.
Next up, number 15, Miguel Garza. He is here with his mother Alejandra and his father Miguel. Miguel has played 4 years of football.
What was the channel name?
He plays tight
Marin
end
Athletics, right?
Mustangs Live.
Miguel plans to attend college after high school graduation.
My Wi-Fi isn't working. But you could check on your phone that you saw it come up and it was going live.
Next up, number 23, Annabelle Tejada. He is here with his mother Araceli and his father Adrian.
Go toss my shit.
Annabelle has played 3 years of Novato football, but a total of 6 years while growing up. Annabelle plans on attending junior college and to transfer to a California State University.
Anthony's going
to
to call a
study
majority
business.
of this game.
Annabelle hopes to have a career in real estate someday.
Yeah, I'll be on with him as color, but...
Next up, number 33, Nick Flores. With Nick today is his mother Rita and his father Marco, Sarge Flores. Nick has played a total of 11 years of football and has been part of the Hornets team for all 4 years while here. Nick plays fullback, middle linebacker. Nick plans to play college at City College. Nick plans to play college at City College in San Francisco. Afterwards, he plans to transfer to San Diego State, where he will study emergency management. Nick hopes to be a rescue firefighter. And last but not least, we have number 71, Clifton Sanders. Clifton's mom and sister are here with him today. Clifton has played 2 years of football, playing left tackle. After high school, Clifton plans to attend University of Arizona State, where he will study computer science to become a computer programmer. It's Clifton's hope to work for Google one day. And those are your class of 2018 Novato High football players. Let's hear it for them. On behalf of all the players, we'd like to thank all the players' families and friends. Playing football is a big commitment, and with the support of family and friends, these boys were able to attend every day and help the Novato High football organization. Our varsity team would also like to take a moment to thank the varsity cheer team for all their support.
Cisco Academy.
The players would like to present the cheerleaders with a flower as a token of appreciation. Thank you to the cheer team for all you do.
From Marin? Yeah. Ah. I didn't show up there till 14:50.
Okay, if I can ask my senior parents to position themselves to the left of the cheerleaders.
To her owner. Oh.
Facing the field.
What? We had so many of them graduate last week.
Okay, seniors to the right. Seniors, are we lined up?
Are you going to be there tomorrow?
Seniors, please go to the right. Cheer, please do your tunnel.
Ah, what time's your play at? What's it called? I want to promote it today.
Basically just say it's tape on.
Novato High cheer and dance. Please do your tunnel and wait for our seniors.
I'll be there for it.
Seniors, please go to the right. Lauren, Cynthia, other side. Thank you. Don't mean to. We only have enough time.
I did not realize Cliff Sanders was still on this team.
Parents to the other side.
You didn't see him?
Parents, other
He's not
side.
listed on the forum, but he's there. He just came up for number 77. He just came up for senior day.
Now. Congratulations to the football team. Really great year and we're really proud to cheer for you. I'm going to start my senior day. I have 4 seniors. Parents to the other side. Okay.
There you go.
Our first senior is Julie Hurtado, represented by her mother, Marcella, and dad, Narciso, and sister. Julie started cheering and dancing when she was 13 years old. Julie was the captain of her JV cheer team. She has been on the NHS cheer and dance team for 3 years, 5 seasons. She always brings her incredible spirit and great team attitude. Julie is an amazing dancer, cheerleader, stunt member. Julie hopes to attend UC Davis in the fall. We love you and we will miss you. Senior Julie Hurtado. Our next senior up is Cameron Norris, represented by her parents, Kathleen and Mark. Cameron started cheering when she was 5 years old.
Yeah.
Cameron came to Novato High this year and settled right
Okay, so
into
you'll be up
our
at
team,
Marin at
bringing
12:30
her
tomorrow.
Many talents. She's an amazing cheerleader, bass, and dancer. Cameron will attend
Yeah, I won't get there probably till about 1:10,
in the
but
fall. We love you and we'll miss you. Senior Cameron Norris.
same place that we normally do, just in the back stands. It's our best, usually our best
Our
angle.
third senior is Cynthia Benitez, represented by her parents, Marisol and Hector, and sister. Cynthia started dancing when she was 10 years old. Cynthia has been a member of the cheer and dance team for 4 years, 6 seasons. Cynthia was
No, when we did the,
were you guys
at the lights, when we did the lights, it's going to be exactly like that, except there's going to be a lot more stuff up in the front there.
She will play
So then I say that we do the same thing we have
always
our
giving
own
100%
not
with
in
a
the
perfect
stands, we have our
attitude.
own off the
Cynthia
Okay.
will attend
So,
Sacramento State in the fall. We
one by
love
one
her
plus
and
a camera.
we'll miss her.
The
Senior
wide angle.
Cynthia
On that cable,
Benitez.
nice long waist that we'll have on the floor right next to where we're handling audio so that we can
Our
all
last
sit down
and final
ground level, and that
senior
makes our cable
is
running so we don't
senior
have to be
Lauren
up in the
Pratt,
stands.
represented by her parents, Kathy and Ken. Lauren started dancing at 3 years old.
Well,
and cheering at 7.
I'm having them put the, having them take
Being a
out the
member of the
scoreboard
cheer and
table
dance
so we
team
can
for
use
4
that,
years, 7
and wherever we
seasons.
decide to set
Lauren
that up.
earned a position on the varsity team
Yeah.
as a sophomore and is currently
So
a
we'll have
varsity
the scoreboard
captain.
table set
Lauren
up
is an
already.
amazing
Yeah.
all-around
Got it.
cheerleader, dancer, and
Then
stunt member.
basically
Lauren
it's based
is
on
a
how the
great
seats are set
leader
up
with
and
a
what the
good
front shows
attitude,
look like
always
and whether or not
inspiring
we're
her
gonna be
team.
moving,
Lauren will
cameras are gonna
attend
be up, will then
University of
determine
Nevada, Reno
where we
in
wanna
the
play.
fall.
Sound good?
She also
Yeah, should be a lot of
plans
just
on
people
being on the
speaking,
team.
and at the
We
very
love
end they're
her
going
and
to
wish
flash
her
to
the best. Senior
the
Lauren Pratt.
far side.
Thank you so
of the
much
stands
to
where they
all
show
of
the
our
new
seniors
mural that
and
they're
all of our
putting up
senior
there.
parents. It's been a great season. Thank you to our administration for all their support.
Left side,
Great game.
it's as you come in the door, it's campus side, far end.
So let's say you're coming in from boys' locker room through that door. So you're going in there, it's going to be to the right, kind of above through like the boys' locker room, that door, that area. I'm thinking it's like gym. Your entryway's here from the front. That's
Sort of, no. I forget which one is which.
yeah. You know that. Gym. Football field. There's a football field door. It's in your campus side, farthest way.
Alright.
Well, you'll be able to see it when we're here.
Sorry.
When we're there, you're gonna be able to see it.
Yeah, I'm just struggling.
No, I'm just trying to.
I don't even understand that.
Yeah, okay, so
Irish is really bad at explaining.
do you know the door that you walk in when you are going through the main ticket entrance
Yes.
from the quad?
That side.
Yes, that's boys'
Far
locker
end.
room. That's boys' locker room side.
So that side and it's on my right.
On your right, far.
Far end on the wall off after the bleachers end.
I think it'll be. Is it above the bleachers or afterwards? You know, more than.
It's above the bleachers.
So it's gonna be there's
It's
like.
up on the wall.
Irish is not open this
Can we figure this out when we're there?
Yeah,
No, we're gonna be able to. But it's just trying to get an idea.
yeah. No,
So it's
let's.
gonna be in the gym above the bleachers.
Yeah, let's get it.
By the basketball.
I need to know what camera I'm on. I feel like I think place everywhere we should go out 3 times and he got cranky and started barking at me. We can't go out.
We're looking for the kids.
You can try.
You're not gonna see me
Report to the field. Thank you.
No,
I
but
was gonna say I might kick
I'll
you.
just do that. I'll just do that.
We're not that rude.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, okay, wow. So you're doing this stuff?
Yeah.
Is that a Novato rookie hat? Or what is that? Novato North? I was gonna say, I thought it was like a rookie hat. I was gonna say, Novato style with tears and whatever. Those were the good old days.
I am so glad. We're not on, are we? Before I start piping up here. I'm so glad I'm out next week.
Well, what do we got next week?
Well, we have staff development today. And it's going to be horrible. Worse for you. You guys are out. Teachers is terrible. They put us in all this fluffy PBL crap.
So you're out for the whole
I'm out all next week. No. Not, well, yes, Bergman thought process, no, Bergman not crazy. I've known Bergman way too many years. Oh, Marin? That's right, he did leave. Geez, I could have came out here with my Novato letterless jacket.
I actually wouldn't let me tell the story.
And I play it with grass. And I coach. What? I don't know why we don't do it.
Dude, I was saying for the we should get a flag, and I was saying for the football games, I want to have someone come in there with a flag in front. That's what I want to do.
Nice. Should I yell at her?
I was gonna say we should actually invest in that. I will seriously go to the first game of the season and just run out onto the court into the middle of the court and start waving that.
They go late too. It's like a 28.
Ooh, Hell's Bells. I'm gonna have so whenever I hear this, I always think it's either Hell's Bells or For Whom the Bell Tolls with Metallica. For Whom the Bell Tolls is my walk-in song for baseball.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would come out to Hell's Bells. Maybe incomplete. You got to set up the players up there. Cliff's not up there. You see him 71.
Yeah.
Like whoever 56 is. That's big basketball.
Get their official rosters again.
It's probably good. Or if not, down on the where you go in.
Obviously, that's for
All right.
before we get live.
For the point left, we have Novato, number 23, Joseph, number 33, Nicky Flores, number 10, Isaiah Miranda, number 14, Colt Carey. Isaiah Marin, number 15, Marco Zamora. Number 53, Dave Collins. Number 50, Luke Taylor.
Oh, yes.
Alright. Dun, dun. Where's Emmanuel? Wait. Were we live that whole time?
Fair hair. His hair is flowing in the breeze.
Are we live right now?
We're live, we're just not,
Okay.
we're just speaking, but we're ready to go.
Either way.
Alright.
Bin, bin. I'm just not sure how.
Monday night lead-in.
Huh? I think I'm
I'm mic 1, he's mic 2.
I'm mic 2. Oh.
I'm naturally loud.
Oh, my. Okay. Wait. I was live.
Oh well.
Here,
Hope not.
it's muted. Yep. I was mic 3. All right.
Oh, you were mic 2 or mic 3?
3. Mic 2 is that? Weird. Okay.
And now, if everyone could please rise while the Junior Air Force ROTC presents our colors and the flag.
You can mouth to mouth. I'm so sorry, Si. Go to the light.
Where's our RTC? Oh, they're there. Where's Eric?
And now, before the national anthem, we'd like to take a moment of silence to honor the North Bay fire victims who have lost so much during the recent fires, and to honor first responders, fire, and police. We would also like to take a moment as the entire community is grieving over the loss of beloved San Marin High School teacher, varsity basketball coach, and athletic director, Craig Pitty.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming? Who but stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the
All right, welcome to the Hive for this varsity crosstown matchup with your San Marin Mustangs and the Novato High School Hornets. San Marin comes here 5-3 overall, 3-1 league with a horrible loss last week to Terra Linda. Novato 0-7 on the year, looking for their first win. I'm joined alongside here by Greg Irish, your normal play-by-play, but since he was just doing the JV game, his throat's a little sore, so looks like I'll be taking over for this game. What are some key things to look for today?
Well, for one, at least Novato
they're going to run the same triple motion offense that we just saw in the last JV game. So look for Jake Dillon. He is their starting quarterback. He makes a lot of the offense go. He's an interesting player to watch. He's one of the smaller quarterbacks in the league at 5'6", but he's still able to do a lot of damage out there.
Yeah, you look, Dillon compared to Hickey. Hickey's got a major advantage on him with height and weight. But still, being so small, he's kind of a scrappy guy.
And on defense, you'll see Novato run a 4-3, a lot like what Sam Marin will run. They'll run a lot of cover 2 action, especially because we're lining up 3 and 4 wide receivers to the outside. So Sam Marin, Novato comes in here having not won a game this year, and probably the big problem at the beginning of the year is there was no Novato football in the second week of August.
It was crazy going on SportsCenter and seeing Novato High School just be on SportsCenter on such a major event.
Yeah, hard to believe that you'd see something of that nature just make it national news. But Kevin Keenan, who is a PE teacher, was the freshman coach here last year, took the reins, has done actually a pretty good job with Novato Hornets, taking under the circumstance. Pym Ravenfar with a bomb.
It's going to be picked up by Isaiah Miranda. He's going to take it back. He's going to get a couple blocks. He looks like he's going to take it down to...
And we got a fumble. Mustangs hit the ball.
Ball got lost somewhere down there in the pile. Looks like Mustangs picked it up.
Well, that's a start that we wish we would have seen last week.
Oh, definitely. Well, let's get our first look at Colin Hickey and the Mustangs offense today.
So Jamal Changer is one of your leading rushers in the county for those people who haven't seen a lot of Sam Marin football.
He was the Max Preps Player of the Week, I believe it was last week. All right, here we go. Hickey and Changer in the shotgun, 2 left, 2 right. He's dropping back, rolling back right. He's going to pass it down to Marco Demare in the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown.
One play, 1 touchdown for Marco Demare. That was quick.
Touchdown Mustangs. Talk about a quick strike.
Wow. Shades of last year. Last year, Novato was defeated by Sam Marin 67-0. We did not expect that type of a quick strike this quick.
Oh, not at all.
Pym Ravenfar coming on the kick. Colin Hickey's your holder, and you have Willie Cesarello as your long snapper. Ravenfar's got some great conditions to kick in here today, too.
And Novato looked like they jumped off sides on that one.
He had that fake look right at the start of the kickoff there, too. Sam Marin's been known to do that where they'll just kind of like rush the line of scrimmage for the onside kick, but then stop.
Oh, here we go again. Kick goes up, and it's through.
I think Ravenfar is trying to kick it out there to Novato Boulevard, or to Arthur.
Passerby car would not be happy with that one.
Considering that if you have to park here, Novato High, like Sam Marin, has lost a lot of their parking due to solar energy. So there's even less parking here at Novato High, so a lot of people got to park on the street.
Definitely. Look at that, 12 seconds into the game, and it's already 7-0.
That might be one of the quicker 12 seconds and not on a kickoff return that I've ever seen before. Fumble return on the kickoff. So here we go again. Pym Ravenfar getting ready. His nice bright colored shoes that you can see all the way up here.
I like it. It's nice to stick out sometimes with your shoes. Sometimes, I say.
I too have the same color shoes when I run. So
it's a runner's kryptonite is not being able to, or not being seen.
Well, that won't be a problem with me unless you want to see me hobbling up and down a street on crutches.
Be good. Ravenfar booms at a line drive kick, going straight to Miranda again. Picking up some blockers. He's going to be taken down at about the 25-yard line.
Now, Willie Cesarello was in there on the tackle there. He was looking for another strip. I wonder if he got that first one. So Nolan Masolo on the tackle, and Willie Chester Rose, they're trying to strip it for a second time.
Now we get to see Novato, their offense led by Jake Dillon.
How funny would that been 2 years ago when Cole Eiler been out here trying to tackle Jake Dillon?
Oh, man. So that's going to be a hand up the gut to Colton Carey. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play.
Colton Carey's their main ball handler here for Novato. He'll take almost 60% of the snaps off this motion, triple motion.
Brings up about a 2nd and 6. Same triple option look. It's be a handoff. Looks like it's Miranda. Gets met by a swarm of Mustangs. And that's a big scrap pile.
Looks like progression may have got him to the 30-yard line. Well, for this game, you won't see a lot of our secondary having to cover back there. Won't see a cover 2 or cover 3 today. You're going to see everybody piled up to the line of scrimmage.
That's something that we saw during the JV game as well. Almost every other play, or every single play, was a triple option look, and Mustangs are crowding the box.
So your safeties, Caden Franceschini and Kyle McRory, they're going to play just on the ends, just trying to make sure nothing gets out that way.
They're going to hand that one off, and that's going to go back for a loss. Abner Diaz looked like that was on the carry.
So that's going to bring up fourth and a long 9 at this point.
Got Mitchell Timren coming back at about 40, 45-yard line.
So Julian Alcoof out being injured, hurting his back last week in the Terra Linda game. Mitchell Timberman now is the one that's got to handle a lot of the punt return duties.
Victor Tamaya with the punt. That's going to bounce out at around the 42-yard line.
Now remember, the ball actually, if it goes at the 38, that's where they actually saw the ball land on its final trajectory. This time, though, they're going to bring it up a long way. Wow, going to start in the Mustang or the Hornet side of the field.
I thought that was the Mustang 42. Are they bringing that back to?
Well, it's going to come back into Mustang territory anyhow off the hold.
Let's see where they place the ball. They originally spotted at the 49-yard line. Talking about a generous spotting.
Yeah.
Brings it back to the 41, about actually where it went out in the first place, where I saw it go out.
So it works itself to be about even there.
All right. Another offensive possession for Colin Hickey and the Mustangs offense. Got Jamal Change behind him. 3 left, 1 right. Takes a snap. Hand off to Change. Change's got blocks. He's running out to the left.
Change's got a lot of open field there.
He's got 1 man to beat. He's gone. Jamal Change with a 59-yard touchdown for the Mustangs.
He just went off tackle right there and just blasted through the hole and not even touched. 2 plays, not 2 possessions, 2 plays and 2 scores for the Mustangs.
Just incredible. Talk about breaking down Novato's defense early. Morale, if it wasn't down already being 0-7, going down first 2 plays, 13-0, that's got to do something for you.
And in reality, you got to wonder how much Novato actually has to run the score up today for NCS seedings. I didn't even look to see what last week looked like to see where the Mustangs were, but Mustangs looking for a home game next week. First time we've hosted a home game in 4 years if we get a seed 8 or higher. Problem is you don't want an 8 or a 9 seed because even if you win, then you got to go to Eureka.
Ooh. And, yeah, you know I'm not going to be able to go up there, right?
Yeah, I don't think anybody. I mean, I might be, and I'm not even cleared to drive yet.
Yeah, you could always toss it.
Oh, we can get the van. We can get the I'm cleared to drive the van, but I'm waiting for the doctor to clear me to drive.
I mean, unless you trust one of us driving out there, but I don't see that one going.
Yeah, the district might have an issue with allowing that one to happen. So
Just turn a blind eye to it.
I'm sure there's somebody downtown going, please don't say that on air. Please don't say that on air. Well, Payam Ravenfar getting ready for his third kick in it's like just over 2 minutes.
Not bad.
Payam's leg's going to be hurting. He's got to keep it rel for soccer season. Well, that one's out of the end zone. But he was aiming for the soccer goalpost if there's any consolation there.
He's just getting ready for soccer season.
Yeah. He's a keeper, though, so he's supposed to defend against that.
Maybe he's practicing his long balls.
Well, Payam, if you ever see him out there, he does not like kicking the ball. He likes rolling it off to either to the defenders or any of the upbacks.
Yeah, football season might prove a little too difficult. You know, too many field goals, too many extra points, and too many long kickoffs.
Too many urges to want to have to boom the thing.
All right, Dylan's going to take the snap under center. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to roll out right and throw incomplete to Abner Diaz.
Well, on that one, McGrory was off about 6 yards, so Diaz would have had the catch. Just would have mattered of how far could he have gotten past the line of scrimmage. McGrory had a beat on him. It would just been maybe a 4 or 5 yard pickup. You don't see that much out of the Hornet offense, but being down 14-0 early, you got to try something different.
This is going to be a must-pass situation if we get into the second quarter and we keep.
You notice back now, look at Franceschini and McGrory are now moving a little more further to the right.
Dylan's going to keep it, and Cole McHugh is going to swallow him up in the backfield.
Oh, Cole McHugh just absolutely just got through the line off the edge and just creamed poor Jake Dillon.
I'm sorry, but that's unfair.
That's a 5 yard loss. I don't know what was worse, though. Last year when Jack Call, who stands at 6'5", sacked Jake Dillon, who stands at 5'5", we lost poor Jake in that pile. I couldn't see him, and I saw Jack Call the next day going, did you swallow him up or what?
Really? That's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation. Triple option set again. That's going to be David Toma jumping off sides.
Last week we saw a lot that Toma and Nola Masola were able to anticipate the snap counts and actually cause 3 fumbles between the center and the quarterback for Terra Linda.
Matt Peters, he was on fire that last game, but Mustangs defense was able to see something.
And now we're going to take it back another 5 yards. Go back to the original line of scrimmage. You will notice that the Hornets actually have wideouts on the left and the right, which is unusual in this triple option offense. But I think at this point you're just kind of like having to do anything.
Yeah, really. Another 3rd and long situation. Dylan's going to drop back. He's looking back. Parker Spencer rushes him. That's seriously, I'm not even sure what to call that.
Parker's rolling, what, about 6'4" as well?
Oh, he's huge.
So that's going to bring up 4th down, and we will now see the punting unit for the Hornets again.
If Jake Dillon didn't let that one go, that would have been not a pretty situation.
So Mitchell Timberman, who's chomping at the bit back here at midfield, wanting this punt return.
Tamayo takes a high snap, gets it off to the right. It's going to take a Mustang bounce. Drop down to the 49-yard line.
Reasonably, that was a pretty good kick. You got 40 yards out of it.
Oh, definitely. Ryan McDermott just plowed one of the Hornets defenders back there. I couldn't see who that was.
I was afraid he almost was going to get a block in the back, the way that kid went flying.
Well, can we go 3 for 3? 3 plays, 3 touchdowns.
This would be kind of amazing if that happened.
I've never seen that happen in any game, actually. Mustangs offense takes it. Hickey drops back.
He's looking for Timberman, and he's got Timberman wide open.
3 plays, 3 touchdowns.
Mitchell Timberman got back at least 3 yards behind his defender, and Hickey with a perfect pass. Unbelievable.
49-yard touchdown.
We're at 8:16 of the first quarter, and it's already 20-0.
I'm dumbfounded. When do we see Quentin Graybill come in on this one? Do you see him come in the second quarter?
I
mean,
start thinking Quentin Graybill comes in at least at the half.
Oh, most definitely.
Wonder how many JV players you can call up right now.
Oh, yeah. Ravenfar going for his third extra point. That's up, and that one's good.
So Ravenfar's had 6 kicks right now in just under 4 minutes of play. His leg is going to be sore.
Oh, most definitely.
We do got some news, though, coming out of Marin Catholic. MC beat Justin Sienna's JVs, so there's a 3-way tie atop the league standings. Redwood, Marin Catholic, and San Marin all end up with 4-1 records. So co-champions for the San Marin JV team. Even after taking today's loss, they could have been sole champions no matter what happened down at Justin Sienna. Justin Sienna ends up a half game behind all of those teams because of the fires. They ended up losing 2 games.
Ravenfar coming on for his 7th kick.
I don't think he even expected to have 7 kicks on the first quarter today.
When do you see Bijan Nahidi come in as the backup kicker to preserve his leg?
I don't know if Bijan's going to get any punting opportunities today at this rate.
I don't either. That one goes out of the back of the end zone.
So Ravenfar with another one out the back. So
Sorry, go for it.
21-0. Mustangs all over the Hornets.
3 quick scores. You have a 19-yard little check out, or not check out, I meant to say check down. Down to Marco Damare. Another play, a 61-yarder. All right, Dylan's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to, looks like Colton Carey. He's just going to get stuffed.
Colton
Maybe.
Carey get about a 2-yard gain out of that one.
That's not bad. But as I was saying, a quick 19-yard strike, a 61-yard rush for Jamal Changer, and a 49-yard pass from Hickey to Timberman. What are the odds we see 4 plays, 4 touchdowns?
Yeah, I doubt it.
I don't see it. I don't think they're going to go for the long ball again. I mean, they might pull a specific team that we're not going to mention and run up the score, but Dylan's going to take it. He's going to hand it off. Looked like Isaiah Miranda grabbed that one. About no gain. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
So Mustangs staying out of their 4-3. They're just really crowding the line of scrimmage and just keeping the safeties off edge.
Another triple option look. Dylan drops back. He's getting rushed by Cole McHugh. Little dump off pass to
Almost
Parker
caught
Kuhn.
that one and went right off the fingertips of Parker Kuhn.
That's going to be a flag. It's going to be pass interference on the Mustangs. I'm surprised I didn't see a holding call in the backfield. Isaiah Miranda was just grabbing Cole McHugh's shoulder, would not let him get past. Let's see the call.
So we're glad you're joining us on Mustangs Live. We're also broadcasting this one on Novato Community TV on tape delay. Hope you're with us tomorrow for Craig Pitty's memorial service at San Marin. That will be a 2 o'clock start time. We anticipate that to last about an hour and a half. And that's a personal foul penalty. Once again, for San Marin, personal fouls have been the demon for this team.
Oh, we've seen a lot of them this year.
And it's mostly either for unsportsmanlike conduct, and it's not really on hitting. It's just a lot of yapping away.
So make that 1st and 10.
Well, we have 1st and 10, but they've got 4th. Yeah, they've gone back and changed that. Oh.
Wow.
Jake
Toba and Q just pancaked Jake Dillon.
Tackled by 53 Toma for San Marin.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but this is just not fair. I mean, I love seeing Mustangs up as much as the next guy, but this is just not fair.
Now, right now, you can see San Marin's taking out a lot of aggression from last week's loss. They had a shot for a championship and ended up losing to Terra Linda. Unfortunately, you don't want to be that next opponent after a team that has a loss like that. Dillon just on the sack right there.
Toma brings him down.
Toma grabbed him by the ankles and was able to pull him down there. Jake almost got out of that one.
Almost. Keyword almost. Brings up about a 3rd and 20. Another triple option. Dillon's going to take it back. He's being rushed. He's going to throw one out. In and out of the hands.
Ooh. Colton Carey had that one too. Went right through the fingertips.
Yeah, that one should have been a definite catch. We got a flag down.
That's in the area of holding, and it looks like it's going to be a holding call. Be interesting to see if they just decline the penalty here. So far, the Mustangs really haven't had any problems with the Hornet offense. Instead, we got another personal foul on the Mustangs.
Ooh.
That's going to bring it up, though, to 4th and 5. Not an automatic first down, so it will be 4th and 5, maybe 4th and 4. I quit counting how many personal fouls we had last week.
35.
No, they're bringing it down to 3rd and 5 now, so
Another triple option for Dillon. Dillon's going to hand it off.
oh, Nolan Masolo just got in there and stuffed that one.
It's nice to see Nolan come back after his injury.
23 Turner, the ball carrier for Novato.
Now it's going to bring up 4th and 5, 4th and 8. Mitchell Timmerman coming now here once again.
It's just like this is just a broken record here.
Well, at least the Hornets were able to get some offensive momentum there. Gang rush, it looked like Zach Cunningham was trying out for his 3rd block of the year.
Timmerman's got some blocks. He's going left. Oh, he's just got the punter to beat. He's got the punter to beat. He's got him beat.
Mitchell Timmerman, touchdown Mustangs.
Can we count that as 3 plays, 4 touchdowns? I mean, I wouldn't even say that's Timmerman on the return. That's his 2nd of the day.
So he's been waiting to break one of those all year long. That puts up the Mustangs 27-0.
4:56 left here in the first quarter.
And Payam Ravenfar coming off for his 4th extra point attempt in the quarter.
This will be his 8th kick. Kick he holds, kick is up.
And that's good.
28.
28-0. There's not much Novato can do at this point. I mean, it's just a tidal wave right now, and you're just trying to hold back the water at this. And I doubt there was talk that they wanted to up last year's 67-0 victory, but I know that's deep in the Mustangs' mind as well.
Well, you come out from a heartbreaking loss last week. I think you just want to kind of have a statement for just for your team, for your going into playoffs, for your morale.
Yeah, you want to end the season on a good note. You want to get in the playoffs healthy. And other than Julian Alcouf, I don't believe there's any other Mustang that's out today. And then we'll get a whole host of JV players coming up next week.
Ravenfar with another kick.
Out of the end zone. And he's aiming for that soccer goalpost.
You're calling it.
So he's looking for that area.
If you're Novato, you're just looking for something positive here on offense. Jake Dillon is out of the game. He's sitting on the sideline. I'm trying to see who Novato's quarterback is. Is that Colton Carey Anderson? That is Colton Carey, Anderson.
Yeah. And Colton just got wrapped up there.
Toma.
David Toma just came in and just bull rushed his way through off the line and just chased Carey down. Did we hear that right? Is today homecoming too?
Yeah, today is their homecoming game. They had their homecoming, I believe, the week after the fires started.
Okay. So they rescheduled it to today. Oh, great.
Yeah, it was that weekend. That's what it was. So, last week of the season is their homecoming. So we will have homecoming festivities at halftime, I believe.
All right. So we'll see who's going to be crowned homecoming king and queen. We'll keep the cameras running for that. So it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 14 here.
Again with the triple option. He's going to take it. He's rolling to his left. He's going to throw one out. That's going to be over the head of Nicky Flores. Nicky Flores, I've known him back since elementary school. There was some fun stories back in the good old days in 1st grade of hair pulling that one of us, I'm not going to say who it was, but one of us decided to get a little mad and tackle the other one. Might have been me. Still stories going around my family of me screaming, "There he is!" and running up to him and tackling him in front of all the parents. That was a fun one. High punt. It's going to take a roll down to the 45-yard line.
Of the Hornets. Huh. So Mitchell Timmerman just sat there, waited for the ball, and he had no chance to get that one. Why waste getting tackled when you don't have to?
Novato's defense has to get a stop. They got to help themselves out.
4 plays, 4 touchdowns for the Mustangs. You heard that right. Not possessions, but we're actual plays.
3:25 left in the first quarter, 28-0. Picking Changer, and I can't see who's there on the left. Looks like it might be McDermott. He takes the carry. He's going up the middle, and he's going to get down to about the 37-yard line. He's getting up limping. That was Ryan McDermott.
So Ryan McDermott getting some unusual carries here. Seen a lot of stuff come off a jet sweep, but he's almost playing in a fullback, tight end type of hybrid position, but he ended up picking up close to a 1st down. Yeah, they're going straight I formation now. Unusual look for the Mustangs. We haven't seen much of that this year. Whoa.
And Sean Jay just got helicoptered.
A.J. Tabenut. Great tackle.
Josh Turner and Tabenut at the same time. Wow.
Brings up the first 3rd down situation for the Mustangs today. First sign of adversity, if you call it that.
Yeah, either way.
Between that and kickoff.
All right. Got 2 right, 1 left. McDermott is in the tight end position. He's going to hand it off to Sean Jay, who runs up the gut.
Sean Jay got held up right at the line of scrimmage, just bowled his way through for that first down.
Down to about the 27.
So there is a possibility that Sam Marin could end up as a co-champion today, but that's going to take Justin Sienna going down to Marin Catholic and actually beating the Wildcats.
Jet sweep look. It's going to be a fake. It's going to be a handoff to Sean Jay on the right-hand side.
Sean Jay got held up, and that's the only thing that kept him from running into the end zone.
Tabinet would not let go of that ankle.
Now the 21 of the Hornets here.
Just outside of the Pity Army built to last red zone. See if the Mustangs can get in there for the first time today.
It's good to see everybody wearing their shirts too. I saw the shirts that came in. Mine came in on Tuesday. Wore it to my physical therapy appointment on Thursday. They were like, "Oh, that's a cool shirt."
Yeah, I'd like to express a huge thank you. There was one parent, I'm not sure who it was, but they bought shirts for the entire Mr. Pity's economics class.
I think that was the Hennessy Funds, I believe, is the ones who picked that tab up, which is a great gesture on their part.
Was it Hennessy? Yeah, it was great to go into class first period and see everybody getting handed a Pity Army Built to Last shirt, which that's something that actually I've really been wanting to get, so it's been nice.
Yeah, I got mine in a workout t-shirt, which is great.
Very nice.
Be nice to wear it once I can actually start working out again. It will be great to wear.
It's just the knee. You can still work out your arms. Come on now.
You got to be able to drive to the gym to be able to do something.
Oh, just get some free weights at home. Come on now. You're a weightlifting teacher. Jet sweep look. It's going to be a fake. Hickey's going to drop back, getting rushed. It's going to be pass out to Sean Jay, who's getting wrapped up for about a 4-yard loss. They're going to give him forward progression.
Interesting. You go for it on 4th down. You let Ravenfar try to kick a 47-yard field goal. Well, if you're going to do it, you can't do it in the wind because they're going to go against the wind here.
That's going to be end of the first quarter. They're going to let this one run down.
So that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Sam Marin all over the Novato Hornets, 28-0. We'll be back right after this.
All right, welcome back for the second quarter. Mustangs are up 28-0 with the ball at about the 28-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 10 situation. Hickey and Sean Jay in the backfield in the shotgun. Hickey's going to drop back. He's going to look to his left, a little dump off to Sean Jay. Sean Jay's got a lot of room, and he's gone to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Just a simple screen pass there, too. It was a great downfield block, and I thought that was Mitchell Timberman that threw that one to free up Sean Jay as he got around on the left side for the touchdown. So now we get to see Payam Ravenfar kick to the other end zone.
That's Hickey's 3rd touchdown pass of the first half.
Colin Hickey on fire today.
I
don't think he's missed a pass today, has he?
No, he's got a perfect QB rating.
That one
no good.
Blocked. I believe that kick was blocked.
Make that 34-0. It's 2 passing touchdowns for Hickey. 2nd touchdown for Sean Jay, 1 rushing, 1 receiving. 2 touchdowns for Timmerman, 1 on a punt return, another one on a catch, and then 1 to Marin.
With a punt return.
Yeah, the punt return and the catch from Timmerman.
If you are listening on Mustangs Live, we hope you join us tonight. It's a Greek festivity for the drama play starting, I believe, at 7:30 or 8 o'clock tonight. They'll be also going on tomorrow at 4 o'clock, the Drama Club, right after the memorial service. Let's see how Ravenfar kicks into the wind.
Let's see it.
Line drive.
That went right off of Aaron Lopez.
He caught it, dropped it, picked it up right off the bounce, and was able to possibly pick up a yard or two.
Ethan Portillo.
Hornets will start in their best field position of the day at their own 40-yard line.
Or Portillo, sorry. It's gonna put the Hornets down on the Hornets 40-yard line.
Mustangs have not had a shutout since last season's game versus Novato High.
Looks like Dylan's back in the game. It's going to be a handoff right down the middle to Nicky Flores.
Flores pulled his way up for a good 7 yards on that run. Now we're going to give him 5.
A 5-yard gain. A 2nd and 5 for the Hornets. No surprise they're going to the triple option.
You know, they're running wide receivers out here, so could give a different look. Not on that one, though.
Hands it off to Miranda, who gets dropped.
Nolan Masolo on the tackle there. Got him right by the legs and did not let go.
It's going to be a loss of 4.
An interesting time for at least some type of pass option here.
I'd like to see Dylan get his first completion of the day. Do good for him. It's going to be another handoff.
And that tackle was there by Cole McHugh. He just got wrapped up with the fingertips. Or is that Parker Spencer? I think it's Parker Spencer, actually. No, it was McHugh.
Joseph Turner, a loss of 1, 4th and 10. They've got nothing to do but go for it right now.
Well, they're in their best field position of the whole day.
You got Timmerman back at the 40-yard line as a safety. Yeah, they're going for it. Timmerman's going to play as your safety. Dylan's going to take the snap and drop back. He's going to look over the middle. That's going to be almost intercepted.
Kyle McCrory almost had that one. And we got a personal foul, roughing the passer call, so Novato is going to go ahead and pick up 15 more here and get the first down.
So it could have been a possible interception. Turns into a 15-yard gain for the Hornets.
Something we've seen this year is just personal fouls. We've seen plays, certain plays like that just keep drives alive for Mustang opponents.
You know, you're up 34-0 right now, but you got to clean that up. I know you have a lead, but you can't afford those, especially in close games.
You want to play aggressive, but there's just a point where you just don't have to go overboard.
It's going to be Colton Carey on the throw. Complete over to Parker Kuhn.
So Kuhn picks up another first down. Hornets have got something going here.
That was the first complete pass by the Hornets this whole game.
That was the first Hornet first down that wasn't accomplished by penalty either. The Hornets are at least finding a little roll here. That was just a busted play from start to finish.
That wasn't going anywhere.
He got back to the line of scrimmage, but that was... Carey looked like he wanted to try a fake handoff, but he had a runner going out on the left side. So it brings up 2nd and 10.
Got Carey under center still. He's going to drop back, roll out to his left. He's going to keep it, and he's going to get rocked 1 yard short. David Toma and Nolan Masolo just decked him out.
So that's going to be a loss of a yard, brings up 3rd and 11.
It's going to be a 3rd and 11 here. Carey again takes a snap. He's going to keep it.
And
Moving around the pocket. Dalton Eckert wraps him down.
Good play by Dalton Eckert right there. He stayed home. He didn't just stayed on the interior line and just was able to swallow up and get the tackle. Brings up a 4th down. Well, you're Novato, you got to go for it.
Definitely, and that's a 2-yard loss.
Dalton Eckert with a great play. He's come on really strong in the last couple weeks.
So 4th and 13. Carey's going to take it back. He's going to launch one downfield. That looks like...
Oh, McRory had it, and he... Oh, no, that was Franceschini that had it and just knocked it away.
Pass intended for Parker Kuhn.
In reality, that was a better play for Franceschini to do that because now, instead of having the ball back near the goal line, ball's going to be out here at the 35-yard line. And Novato lined up 1 left and 1 right on each side, so they're almost tipping their hands off that that's going to be a pass play. Safeties aren't covering their normal positions, usually 5 to 10 yards back deep. They're just staying pretty much right up to the line of scrimmage.
Picking Sean Jay in the backfield in the shotgun. 3 left, 1 right. He takes the snap. He's going to pass it off. Hand it off to Sean Jay. Sean Jay's got a lot of running room.
Sean Jay breaks a great
Shoots out
tackle.
1. He's got another 1 man to beat, but there's a flag down at around midfield.
Sean Jay got grabbed right at the 3-yard line.
That's going to come back. Got a penalty back at around the 47-yard line.
Block in the back or a hold? It's a hold. They may pick up the 1st down yardage out of this. Or it's going to be 2nd and 1 or 2. Sean Jay, who almost broke off a 65-yard run there, gets it called back.
Sean Jay had an explosive run, juked out a bunch of defenders. That run gets terminated.
So it's going to bring up a 1st and 3. High school's got some wacky rules.
Oh, well.
6:40 remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Hickey, Sean Jay, and McDermott lined up in the backfield. It's going to be a pitch back. Sean Jay gets a little bit of a turf monster. He's got a lot of room again.
Oh, he got tripped up again. He's having all sorts of problems on this turf.
Josh Turner takes him down.
Gets the 1st down past the 30-yard line. Gets down to about the 27. That's 2 trip-ups by the turf monster today.
He slipped back around the 40-yard line and then tripped up again at around the other 40-yard line.
We got a timeout for the Hornets here. 6:23 remaining. We'll take a quick break. 34-0, Sam Marin over Novato. You're on Mustangs Live, coordination with Novato Community TV.
All right, we're back at 1st and 10 at around at the 29-yard line. Hickey's going to take the snap, throw it out left to Timmerman.
Off that bubble screen inside, Timmerman's still got room to roll. He may just take it all the way to the house, and he does.
They're going to mark him down at around the 2-yard line. Might have stepped out of bounds.
Mitchell Timmerman just off that little bubble screen. He cut back on the inside of the field. Ran over 30 yards on that one. The yak today, the yards after catch, is just phenomenal for the Mustangs.
Most definitely.
We got Zach Cunningham in the backfield now.
Line up in the I formation. Cunningham up the middle. He's going to get in there for the touchdown.
Zach Cunningham with a touchdown here for the Mustangs to put him up 40-0.
And that's his first rushing touchdown of the season, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it is.
Very nice. Good for Cunningham. Usually one of our special team, I like to call him the lightning bolt, because he just flashes through the line. Like you were saying, he was looking for his 3rd block of the season.
He lives for that block punt. Pye and Ravenfar, our sore-legged Marin kicker, waiting for the Bijan Nahidi show to kick. That's up and good. That way, if I was back in the classroom next week, then I wouldn't have to hear Pye go, hey, I want to go kick some soccer balls.
Oh, boy. 41-0 here with 6:07 left in the first half.
And I wonder if Jamal Shanjay's day is going to be done.
I wouldn't doubt it. Could see Evan Lorette come in as our backup running back, or maybe even Mitchell Timmerman.
Well, Lorette's going to be your power runner. Cunningham usually can break speed to the outside. Timmerman will probably get a few carries as well. We'll get a Quentin Graybeal backup quarterback sighting, hopefully. I'd like to see what type of arm he's got, especially for next year.
Oh, most definitely. And that's the thing about this Mustangs team, is it is mostly seniors, so you're not going to see a lot of these players returning next year. This is going to be a lot of JV players coming in.
41-0, 6:07 remaining here in the second quarter. Ravenfar with probably more or less of one of his pooch kicks.
Be driven up to about the 27-yard line by Joseph Turner.
Was it Marco DeMarie on the tackle? I think it was.
Huh?
Yep. So Colton Carey's coming back in here. I'm looking at Jake Dillon. He's grabbing at his right hand, his wrist. I don't know if he's hyperextended it or he pulled a muscle in there.
Or maybe when he got pancaked by
Well, it happened on that roughing the quarterback call.
Yeah, with these I-beams in the way, I couldn't see that one. Carey drops back. He doesn't even get tripped up by David Toma.
David Toma just blasted through the line and didn't even let Carey try to get out to the right side. He just went down immediately. Another sack, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 15. And what Sam Marin would like to see is a defensive touchdown. We haven't seen many of those this year.
Would be nice. Triple option again. Carey's going to drop back to his left. He escapes one tackle, but he's going to get bum rushed by a host of Mustangs.
And that's going to be about a 7 or 8 yard loss as well.
He escaped Cole McHugh, but
that's going to bring up about a 3rd and 22 right now.
Wow. We say our Mustangs O-line is one of the smaller in the league, which it definitely is, but Mustangs are just taking advantage of this Novato O-line. It's going to be a run out to the right. Isaiah Miranda evades one tackle, gets it out to the outside, and he brings it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Just past about a 4th and 5 right now. Miranda with a nice run there. He ran off tackle right. Was just able to get some good seam running there. So Willie Chestarolo on the tackle.
4th and 7.
At this rate, you might as well go for it if you're Novato.
Yeah, I wouldn't see another punt, especially having Timmerman run that last one back. It's going to be another handoff up the middle.
Chestarello just absolutely wrapped him up.
Yeah, there was nowhere he was going. Chestarello just drove him into the ground.
I mean, Toma was the one that got the initial hold up, but it was Chestarello who slammed him to the ground. So it's going to bring Mustang ball once again.
I still see Jamal Changer still in the game. Looks like Hickey's going to stay in as well. We might see them till the end of the first half, and then we might see our second string players come in.
So right now it's 41-0. At some point, we'll probably start seeing running clock here as well.
Starting off the second half, I wouldn't doubt it.
Get us home a little earlier today.
Oh, yeah. Hickey and Changer. Hickey drops back right. He's going to pass it over the middle to Garrett Franz.
Garrett Franz with a nice catch. He had to reach up and grab that one.
And he was double covered right there. He had to thread the needle.
Hickey's been on fire today. I don't think he's missed a pass yet.
He's got a what is it, a 153.8? Is that the perfect
Yeah,
passer rating?
153.8 is a perfect passer rating, and Hickey's got that today.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ends out the day with it. If he hands it off,
Changer.
He's going to get wrapped up by A.J. Tabnett.
That does put us in the Penny Army built to last red zone with that last catch by Garrett Franz.
That's the first time the Mustangs have been in it. They've been through it, but they haven't been in it
Yeah,
yet
they've been
this
running
game.
through it a lot today. We haven't really called it yet.
It's going to bring it down to about the 17-yard line. 2nd and 7. It's going to be Hickey and Changer again. 2 left, 1 right with McDermott in the tight end position. It's going to be a handoff left. Changer, he's got a lot of room. He's got one man to beat, and he bull rushes down inside the 5-yard line. Looks like he got him down to the 4.
So for those who are waiting to see, we'll find out tomorrow what our NCS seating is. This is our last free broadcast. We have to start broadcasting on the NFHS network like we did all last year. That's not a decision that we can say. That's actually up to North Coast section. So if we're at home, we definitely will be broadcasting, or if we're on the road, stay tuned. We just don't know where we're going to be at.
He's going to drop right. He's going to pass it down into the end zone. Mitchell Timmerman, touchdown Mustangs.
What an easy little pitch and catch. He just rolled right out there. Timberman lost his man. Thought faked him going inside. He went to the outside toward the sideline, and boom. Another touchdown, 47-0. Mustangs over the Hornets.
That's Timmerman's 3rd of the day.
Yeah, Timberman's on fire today.
Timmerman's 3rd, Hickey's 4th.
And I wonder at what point I think Hickey's day has got to be done. You want him to have that 153.8 QBR.
That kicks up.
That kicks no. Oh, it was good.
That was good.
So hard to tell where we're sitting if it goes through the uprights or not.
48-0 with 151 left here in the first half.
This would be a perfect day if we had the JVs brought up, because then they could get a lot of good starting experience time up here.
Oh, most definitely.
Fortunately for Novato, they've been through a number of these type of blowouts to pretty much most of the season. To Justin Sienna, to Marin Catholic, even through the preseason. I mean, literally for Kevin Keenan, it's basically having to start the program over again. And they didn't have a lot of players coming back from last year, but they didn't have any spring practices. They didn't have any workout schedule.
You got to give them credit for what has happened to them, what their whole story has been. It's nice to actually be sitting here in the booth at Novato's field, being able to watch and commentate on a rivalry game. It's definitely something that I didn't expect going in early in the year.
No, by the second week of the season, we'd been listening to find out if there was actually going to be a Novato High season. we were kind of panicking because there is no teams that have buys at this late in the season. We could have been, in theory, could have been sitting through our 3rd bye week. Unfortunately, Kevin Keenan came in, took the Novato reins. He's done the best that he can, runs that triple option offense. So Mustangs are lining up in a pretty much all 11 on the line of scrimmage. Almost starting to look like a 46 defense.
Dillon's back in the game. He's going to drop back to pass. Rolling out to his right. He's going to dump one off out of bounds. And that's going to be a late hit.
And another late hit out of bounds.
David Toma.
Quentin Graybill was there on the coverage. He got a hand on the receiver. I thought that was they were going to call that possibly pass offensive or defensive pass interference call, but they're getting Toma for the personal foul, roughing the passer. That's twice today that Jake Dillon's taken shots out of bounds. That makes what, number 4 today, personal fouls?
I believe so. 3 or 4. Dillon's going to stay in the game, though. So Dillon's still in the game. They're going to keep on going with that triple option. Dillon fumbled that one. Or
it's going to be a false start anyhow.
The Mustangs gets the snap count on that?
No, just a false start, but that's possible. But I also saw Parker Spencer coming off the edge here. Hopefully you stick with us at halftime. We'll have the San Marin cheerleaders on, and we'll have the homecoming king and queen candidates as well. We know we'll see at least a homecoming queen crown today.
And coming from a school that feeds directly in Novato, I know a lot of these girls and a lot of these guys, so I'll be able to comment a little bit like I was able to during our homecoming parade. Hopefully they'll be good things. They will be, don't worry. Dillon's going to drop back. He's going to get
Floats
rushed.
One in the air.
That's going to be caught at around the 45-yard line.
Jake got swallowed up there. He just got that floater off, and he was able to complete it.
That was to Parker Kuhn.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5.
Really well executed right there. He was getting rushed. Looked like Cole McHugh was coming off the edge. She looked like he had him just swallowed up, but Dillon somehow got that pass out over McHugh and somehow pinpointed that receiver.
So it was a nice pass, just getting that away from the oncoming rush.
It's going to bring it to a 2nd and 3. Clock's still running, 40 seconds left here in the first half. Dillon's going to drop back, and he's going to be rushed, and he's going to be taken down.
Sacked.
Jason Bernardi with the sack today. First time we've called his name.
Not a lot of cornerback sacks that you see much.
It's going to be a timeout.
You'll see that off a design blitz, but that one was just a bull rush and just getting around on the edge. So that's going to give Novato a timeout with 29.7 seconds remaining, with the Mustangs up 48-0 at half, or going into the half.
If the Mustangs get this ball back, I'd say you just kneel it until the half.
Yeah.
Do kind of what we had last, what was it, 2 weeks ago against Drake.
Well, 3rd and 3, it would be interesting to see if there's a 4th down, especially if it's an incomplete pass, what San Marin will do.
3rd and 13, you mean?
Well, I mean, if they get the ball on a punt back at 4th, I mean, do you just let it just kind of hit the ground and then just wait?
I'd say so. I mean,
Miranda has been able to kick the ball too, so he'll have the wind at his back. He could kick that one right out of the end zone. Hope you're able to join us. This will be, other than the Memorial broadcast tomorrow, this will be our last regular season broadcast until basketball season. Saturday, November 25th, will be our first girls varsity basketball game will be at home against Ukiah.
That'll be a fun game.
Ukiah's making that long trip down there. Sam Marin girls have got some quality competition this season for basketball. They're playing Berkeley, St. Mary's. They're in the Sonoma tournament.
That's going to be picked off. Caden Franceschini.
So Kate,
Oh, no.
ball was called incomplete. Franceschini had it, or at least he knocked it down. So that's going to bring up 4th and about 13.
I thought he came up with that one. That was okay. Gonna say Franceschini almost had his, what is that, his 6th pick on the year?
Yeah.
Something like that. Reminded me of Dominique Rogers-Cromartie just getting action all day.
Hornets will go for it on 4th down.
22 seconds left here in the first half. Dylan's gonna drop back. He's gonna get rushed. He's gonna loft one over.
That was out to nowhere. There was no receiver within 15 yards of that throw, and that's going to be Mustang ball.
I was gonna say, when I say over, I meant over.
Way over. So Sam Marin will take over 17.2 seconds, hopefully in a kneel-down situation. Although the way the offense has been going today, anything's possible.
Hickey's still out on the field with McDermott in the backfield.
It's not a kneel-down formation look. 2 right, 1 left.
I think they're just gonna run it up the gut.
Let Sean Jay just take it and go, or is that Timberman back there?
No, that's McDermott and
McDermott.
Cunningham just came in. Now they're in a kneel-down situation, or kneel-down formation. Hickey's just gonna take it and kneel.
And there we go. So that was take us to halftime. Stick with us. We've got homecoming king and queen candidates coming out here. We've also got the Sam Marin cheerleaders. Sam Marin all over Novato, 48-0 here at the half.
We'll be back.
be competing on November 11th. Good job.
So as a special treat, we're going to have the Novato Homecoming King and Queen candidates come out here. Anthony knows quite a few of them, so he's going to lead the charge here. Knows a lot more than I do.
A couple of known people here.
Brooke has already been committed to UC Davis for lacrosse. Whether it be in crew or on campus or volunteering at the Marin Food Bank on weekends, Brooke loves making people happy. And in 10 years, she can see herself doing just that as a patriotic nurse.
I've known Brooks for a long time back at middle school. It was kind of weird seeing her the other day at the Novato game, kind of running up. It's like, oh, I remember you. Lawrence.
I see Lawrence at my gym almost daily when I'm able to work out.
Yeah, Lawrence is known as, I like to call him Muscle Man Lawrence. From some of the stories that I've seen of him, he's a pretty big guy. Wouldn't want to go up against him.
Lawrence went with me to Washington, D.C., a memorable trip about 4 years ago.
Grace has one of the kindest hearts on the Novato High campus. She has been involved with MSA Advanced Treble Choir.
Okay, that right there is the best suit that we've got out there. That is my favorite suit.
I like it.
It's hard to pull off white too, but he has pulled it off. That is a great suit.
I like this. This turned from a homecoming candidates to a fashion show. I like it. We're like judges here.
That is a style.
Yes,
that is cool.
The white, it goes well with him, with his demeanor.
That is an impressive look. Another one too. It's another good look. I like the burgundy jacket.
I'm digging the suits actually. Lawrence is wearing one of the more simpler outfits, which I kind of like the simple feel of it.
Always been a fan of the homecoming dress-up look.
Definitely.
queen.
All right, we're back. Sorry, we had a little mix-up there. So had Marin and Chad Alciotti. Fun stories back from middle school. Marin was actually the first girl that I ever had asked out, and sadly got rejected. Still holding the grudge to this day. It's all right. I'm joking. I don't hold a grudge. Let's just say after that day, that was the first person to actually block me on Instagram, and I'm still blocked to this day. All right.
You know, when I went back here to Novato High in the 1980s, we didn't quite have Instagram and Facebook. Thankfully, you couldn't block. You just ignored people.
Molly Gibbons and Colin Farrell. Molly Gibbons is one of the smartest girls I've actually ever met. I went to San Jose Middle School with her, and every single time I had problems, she would be the first person I'd go for to ask for help.
Colin Farrell, one of the basketball players here at Novato High.
Basketball and baseball, actually. He, I played basketball with him back in Park and Rec before 8th grade, and baseball in Little League and now in high school.
I just want to ask all these students that when they had Mr. Norwood or Mr. Leach or Mr. Ermini or Nottingham, I want to hear the stories from the kids since I know them all very well, at least the teachers.
I went to San Jose. I've got some stories for you on that one. Product Kino and Jack Arts-Rooney. Couple of MSAs.
That's your lineup here for your homecoming king and queen candidates.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I remember from Jack is he'd go around and carry around his tuba everywhere from music class.
Was Miss MacGyver teaching down there at the time?
Or no, that was Miss Delbezio.
Oh, Delbezio, all right.
She was still there, yeah.
Each prince will be presented with a dome for the princess.
So as you were saying, who do you want to hear a story about back in San Jose?
I definitely want to hear stories about Norwood.
I actually didn't have Norwood. He was one of the ones that I did not have.
Well, this is a unique tradition. I haven't seen the dome look here. We just always did it with a flower.
3, 2.
Let's see who's gonna get it. It's gonna be Brooke Long.
Oh wow, and she's stunned too.
Brooke Long is your Novato High School homecoming.
Congratulations to Brooke Long.
And if you can read lips, you can just see the stun. She is stunned.
She's absolutely shocked right now. Now she's starting to smile.
Good for her. Good for her.
And Lawrence is there holding the flower. Lawrence.
Just a little tap on the shoulder. That is. Brooke's been like I guess I could say she's been like a sibling to me. She's been there. She's been nice. She's been just every time that I need someone, she's been there. So it's really fitting.
So now we're going to get the homecoming queen. Or
King.
king. Don't be. Yeah.
I was going to say, sim slip. Too soon?
Now don't jump up and down on this one. If you're the homecoming king. It's going to be Colton Carey. Colton
nice.
Carey's your homecoming king.
Brooke Long and Colton Carey, your Novato High School homecoming court. Colton Carey sporting the football look.
Coming off the playing field, now he's accepting the king.
Now, if I were him, I'd actually be kind of happy because now you don't have to hear the you-know-what chewing in the locker room.
Although now you might become a target on offense by the Mustang defense.
There's been some history here. I know last year, one of the players, the Novato quarterback, his girlfriend ended up breaking up with him and decided to start dating David Toma. And I remember being over there on that sideline, or the San Marin field stands, and just hearing, just waiting for Toma to come out and say, now your girlfriend's wearing my number. What do you feel?
Oh, ouch.
All right. Now we got San Marin cheer coming on.
All right.
We're
So
gonna.
we got 5:42. This is an extended halftime here.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we don't get blocked from YouTube for playing
Yeah.
the music.
We're actually going to cut out our voice for this one. Let them do their thing. We'll be back for the start of the second half.
All right, are we back?
Yep, we're back.
All right, we are back. Getting ready for the second half kickoff here. Novato down to San Marin, 48-0. We do have one important halftime score in the MCAL. Marin Catholic up 54-0 over Justin Siena at halftime. They will clinch the MCAL title today.
That's
San Marin and Terra Linda will end up in a second place tie.
well, Terra Linda's gonna win that tiebreaker, so
Yeah.
that's
Although at this
sad.
point it doesn't make a difference because Terra Linda is Division 3, where San Marin Division 4. San Marin or Terra Linda's up over San Rafael as well, 48-0. I think they're playing that game down at Redwood.
Oh, that's right. I was actually talking to a Terra Linda cheerleader afterwards because they came in my store, and I actually had to ask them where they were gonna play since both of their fields are just horrible. But some college news: Iowa's up 48-17 on Ohio State with 12 minutes left in the fourth. That's a heartbreaker. Kickoff, the first kickoff to the Mustangs, gonna go right to Marco Damari. He's gonna pick it up. He's gonna get some blocks. He's gonna make it around to the outside. He might get to midfield. He reverses direction. He's still up.
Yeah, we're gonna get a block in the back here at the 38-yard line.
Takes it back to the 48.
Marco
Boy,
Damari with a nice run there. Fortunately, a lot of it's going to be for naught, but
Still.
Personal foul on San Marin is the call.
and we got a personal foul, the 5th one today.
Racking them up.
Probably for unnecessary roughness.
If you could only guess. Well, we're going to get... Is it Colin Hickey still? under
Hickey's
center?
still out here. They'll probably do a first half, just a second, go through your progressions for your second half, maybe one series, and then call it. Although there's another flag that was never picked up out here.
Still discussing it. I think they're still discussing spot.
The spot of the foul was at the 37-yard line. Oh, they're going to pick up Novato for a personal foul call, too.
Is that an offset?
That's going to offset.
Personal fouls on both teams.
Still doesn't deny the fact that San Marin's committed 5 personal foul calls today.
And coming into NCS playoffs, you have to clean those up.
That's got to get cleaned up. 2 years ago, we were down here, and it was a brutally chippy fest where we saw 21 personal foul calls on Novato and San Marin alone. We were here till 5:45 on a Halloween night.
Are you serious?
Unheard of when you're here for varsity football.
Wow.
Can't do that tomorrow because daylight savings time tomorrow. And that's Zach Cunningham, and Cunningham breaks one.
Cunningham's got room. He's got 1 minute to beat.
Oh, somebody laid a great hit. That was Ryan McDermott.
Cunningham takes it all the way in for the touchdown.
Number 24 is
First
Zach
play.
Cunningham for the San Marin touchdown.
And I hope we get that on camera because Ryan McDermott laid out a Novato defender
I really want to see that
on
one.
the sideline at the 33-yard line, and that sprung Zach Cunningham for the touchdown.
Cunningham with his second rushing touchdown of the day. That one was a 61-yarder.
Cunningham looking to go over 100 yards today. If he'd asked me that in the beginning of the season of my 5th period weightlifting class, if he'd gotten that, I'd have been like, maybe. But he's well over half to 100 right now. Pym Ravenfar on the kick. It's up and good.
Ravenfar's kick is good.
So it makes it 55-0 now. San Marin over the Hornets. Doesn't look like we're in running clock situation yet.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, there's a flag. Oh,
Who wants to bet it's a personal foul call?
I'll throw 50
Although
on
it's
yes.
on, yeah, it's a personal foul call. I'm just trying to see whose it's on.
Roughing the kicker? Possibly. I wasn't able to see at the end of the tail end of that play.
Ravenfar got up and he ran off, so I don't think we still haven't seen a call yet.
It's like they're going to pick up that flag, possibly.
At this point, if it's a holding call, you might as well.
Yeah, they picked it up.
No, they're not. They're going to move this up to the 45-yard line of the Hornets for the kickoff. Now we could see an onside kick.
You know what I'd like to see right now? See if Payam Ravenfar can kick it through the uprights.
That would be interesting. From here, he's got the leg. He could actually kick it through the uprights. I think this might be a challenge for him now. I think he actually...
What does it say? 50...
No, it's a
55-yarder?
55-yarder from here. He's got distance. I saw Diego Kane kick those last year. In the CFL, I think that's what, 1 point?
Yeah. Payam Ravenfar on for the 55-yard extra point. That's not going to count. Kick is up. That's going to be short.
It's going to be short, but it's still going to be a touchback, and the Hornets will bring it out to their own 20-yard line.
I don't think he gave that one all of his leg.
I didn't see if any of the crowd cleared out after halftime.
A lot of them did.
Yeah.
The ones directly in front of us, there was a bunch of people, but that kind of cleared itself out.
Now, the good news is we are in running clock situation here. 8:47 in the third quarter. Here's your triple motion offense once again. Handoff there was the Joseph Turner, who ends up picking up maybe a yard. Or barely, he just got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
See, the Mustangs are starting to sub in now. I see Manny Oliveras in there playing linebacker. And Colton Carey's going to get swallowed up for a sack.
Colton Carey is sacked.
Sacked at least 5 yards back. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 15.
Not much to say here. The second half, the first couple of drives, I mean, plays for the Mustangs were talk-worthy, but now it's just...
We don't really like having a lot of dead air up here.
It's true.
Actually, we're starting to get ready for basketball season and NCS playoffs here. In fact, Sam Marin girls have a big game tonight. They're down at Drake for the NCS quarterfinals for volleyball.
They beat Sonoma Valley last Saturday?
Yep.
Yeah, last Saturday to move on. One thing about San Marin and Drake, San Marin beat them at home this year, but lost both times away. So this will be something interesting. They lost in the MCAL playoffs at Drake, and now they're playing at Drake again for NCS, so this will be an interesting one.
Well, at least they're familiar with the court down there.
That's true.
Carry back to pass, throws it over the middle, and he throws it out of the reach.
Miguel Garza.
Miguel Garza.
Well, your homecoming king, Colton Carey, is trying to spark something here for Novato's offense. Comes up a little bit short.
Takes over on down.
Oh, here we go. Looks like we're going to have Colin Hickey still out on the field. Still wondering when we're going to see Quentin Grabio.
Well, the Jamal Change's day is done for the afternoon. It looks like Mitchell Timberman as well, because Cunningham's in the backfield.
And you got Franceschini out on the left-hand side in the slot. You got 2 left, 2 right. Franceschini's going to go in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep to Franceschini. Franceschini breaks a couple tackles, gets inside the 20-yard line, brings us into the Pity Army built to last red zone.
And he got around that right tackle, and he was really trying to get off to the races there. He had a burst of speed. That's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Having email texting by my wife, who's telling me wrestling shoes. Wrestling starts on Monday along with basketball. It's the fall sports coming to a close, and the winter sports are coming to a start. Soccer, wrestling, and basketball.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's already November. Although it doesn't feel like it when you haven't had really any days off since. And we're going to see a touchdown right here.
Jason Bernardi.
Jason Bernardi on the carry for the touchdown.
Wow, that's a name we don't usually hear on offense.
No,
Running the
Jason.
ball.
I can't think all year when I've seen Jason Bernardi get a
Handoff.
at anything, any type of rushing attempt. But he goes in for the touchdown. Puts Sam Marin up 61-0.
Ravenfar again for his, we're just going to say X kick of the day. Up and good.
Figure when he gets to 70, that will be his 10th. I think that's his 8th or 9th. That's his 9th right there.
Plus, whatever, kickoffs.
Plus his kickoffs. You figure that's at least 10. Payam Ravenfar might be your player of the game here. Yeah, hard to believe. We haven't had any days off other than that October Fire Day for the smoke, but really it's a long stretch between Labor Day to Veterans Day.
That's true.
I know the students are looking forward to it because you guys have Thursday and Friday off, where the teachers have a staff development day.
Oh yeah, one thing I'm happy about that is, like I said earlier, that concert that's going on Thursday, it's going to be a late one, so I'm happy to not have to wake up at the crack of dawn and get up and go and learn. Well, learn, that's something, we're not going to say that.
Biting time in school.
Exactly.
Getting that quality education that your parents so desperately want you to have.
Exactly. Well, you know what? With actually, you hear about it, it's like, yeah, school is school. But you know what? Actually, I feel like I've definitely learned a lot because taking the SAT this morning was not as bad as I thought it would be.
Nice.
That kick is going to go out of
That's
the back.
another Ravenfar kick out of the end zone.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's pretty happy at that one. He got the kicker's roll there, bouncing off to the left. 5:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Hope you're staying with us. 2 o'clock start time tomorrow for the Craig Pitty Memorial Service. That will be at Sam Marin in the basketball gym. Probably go on air about 1:55, and we're not talking much, if at all. It's really just to introduce the festivities. And those people who are attending, we hope they stay tomorrow. 4 o'clock, there's going to be a drama performance. It's Greek festival, but it's going to be comedy in a way you've never seen it before. We hope you stick around for that. That's also going on apparently tonight as well.
Carey's going to hand off up the gut.
Yeah, our season, you thought football season was busy. Wait till basketball starts. There's games in the preseason, seems like every night.
I'll try to be there for as many of those as I can, but
it's the road games that are like, I never expect students to go to too many road games until we get to league.
I've gone to the only real home games that I'll go to is, I've been to the Marin Catholic game, went to the Redwood game, Novato game you had to be at. There's no question about that.
And this year, there's only one Novato game, and that's going to be at Sam Marin. There's only one Marin Catholic game, and that's also only at Sam Marin. It's the way that the 10-league schedule, 10-team league schedule, you drop a number of games on the back end.
Huh.
So we'll see 2 games against Branson, who's really good. See 2 games against Redwood, who are also going to be one of the challengers. Sam Marin as well. Marin Catholic is going to be an interesting team. They lost pretty much everybody.
Especially their main.
They lost Joey Calcaterra.
Yeah, Joey Calcaterra was a force to be reckoned with in football, or basketball.
Colton Carey is able to get away. He's not able, and he's able to escape Chestorello's tackle.
Was Luis Carmona came in and just dropped him.
Yeah, for girls basketball, it'll be a 2-team race between Sam Marin and Redwood.
And that's how it was last year in the championships.
Yeah, well,
Tam.
It was Tam who won everything last year, but Tam lost pretty much all their starting 5. So they're really starting over from scratch.
Yeah, and you know more about the girls basketball than I do. Sure, yes, I follow it, but
Ryan McDermott back here on the punt. Doesn't call for a fair catch. It actually goes through his hands. Muffs it, and it's going to be picked up by Novato.
I was talking to you the other day was Kendrick Diaz, one of the men on our front line. And he was saying, he was asking the coach, hey, when am I going to get my punt return? And apparently, actually, Coach Hickey was saying maybe later in the season. So I'm waiting to see number 65 in that backfield.
That was Marcus Kiss who got the fumble return or fumble recovery.
Marcus Keys. Good times playing baseball last year against him. He was talking trash the whole game over at first base. Anytime that anybody would go over there, he would just start talking major trash. Remember, I was over there first base coach, and every time he said something, I was just like, hey, what's the score? Oh, it's 8-0? Yeah, maybe you pipe it down. Some of our, I'm not going to say it on air, but some of our people in the bench called him some pretty bad names. Which, if I were to say these on air, oh boy.
Willie Chestorello on the sack there of Colton Carey, who was trying to scramble the outside for a pass, but ended up getting sacked. That's 2 today for Chestorello. He's come on strong today as filling in a linebacker.
Carey's going to hand it off to Joseph Turner. Turner's going to get a lane. He's going to go down to about 41-yard line, 42-yard line.
It's going to be 3rd and 1.
No, they're going to spot him down at the 40.
Quentin Graybeal on the tackle. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. And the wind is starting to kick up. We're in the booth, so it's nice and toasty warm in here.
I was gonna say, it's nice. Carry another handoff.
And this time he is going to pick up the first down.
There's another first down for Novato.
Novato's starting to pick things up here. We're almost here at the end of the 3rd quarter, though. 1 play remaining. We'll go to the 4th right after this play. Triple option sweep, but it's going to be Isaiah Miranda who's going to get stuffed back for a 4-yard loss. That takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Sam Marin all over Novato, 62-0. We'll go to the 4th. We'll be back right after this.
Okay, I'm gonna go after that.
All right, we are back. It's running clock, 4th quarter. Novato, it's 2nd and 13 right now. Pass is going to be out to the tight end, Parker Kuhn, and he's going to pick up at least 10 on the possession. It's going to bring up a 3rd and possibly 4 or 5. So Novato finally getting the offense going here, finding something positive.
See if they can keep the shutout alive.
Well, we know at this point we're only going to be on the air only for about 10 more minutes.
Miranda's going to get the handoff, get about a 3-yard gain with forward progression. He's going to get taken down.
Picked up that 2nd inside handoff. Well, Novato's going to go for it here on 4th down.
Luke Hance just took him down.
Ooh. $91 for wrestling shoes. I hope my kid appreciates it.
Oh,
He's
geez.
trying out on Monday,
Oh, boy.
which is going to earn me eternal wrath from my wife the moment I get home. Carey throws it up, and no good. Going to Miguel Garza, coming off on the right side off the tackle.
Nahidi on the coverage.
Bijan Nahidi getting some cornerback coverage today.
Take this time to thank our sponsors, Varsity Restaurant in Novato, Golden State Lumber for the truck.
Michigan State pulled it off against Penn State. Number 24 beating the number 7 seed with a game-winning field goal.
And now we have Quentin Graybeal coming into the game for backup quarterback for Colin Hickey today, who has a perfect QBR rating.
153.8 QBR.
That's
for Connor.
unbelievable.
Look at that. Zach Cunningham and Jason Bernardi in the backfield. Bijan Nahidi on the right. Graybeal's going to hand it off to Cunningham to the left. Cunningham's got a lot of space. He's over 100 for the day, and he's gone. Zach Cunningham on
Zach Cunningham with a second touchdown of the day. Touchdown Mustangs.
73 yards to add on to his 61-yarder earlier and his 2-yarder.
Zach Cunningham's going to dream about this day for a long time. Picks up his second long run of the afternoon and puts Sam Marin up 68-0. So with an extra point, that will put it over 69. That will top last year's score. Payam Ravenfar with the wind to his back.
What was the score last year?
68-0.
Ah,
Or no, it was 67-0 last
So
year.
we
Now
already
it's
beat it.
68.
Ravenfar.
Ravenfar kicks it up and good. That's his 10th extra point of the day.
no, his 9th. He got the one that he missed.
That's true. He missed one, but he's been on for 10 extra points.
10 extra points plus the, is that 11 kickoffs then?
That's 11 kickoffs coming up.
21 kicks. My gosh.
He's my player of the game.
Just with the stamina to kick the ball however many yards he's kicked today.
Now, if I was back teaching on Monday, he'd be telling me he would have a sore leg and he wouldn't be able to lift weights.
That makes sense. Coming on for his 22nd kick. Talking about a statistic here. 22 kicks.
That is a place kicker's dream. One point, you got to wonder if Bijan Nahidi's going to get in on the action, but he's also now lining up as wide out in a corner, so. So we've had at least a co-champion crowned with Sam Marin JV boys, even though in a loss today, they end up as a co-champion in a three-way tie. Ravenfar, and that's another one out of the end zone. And that one could make it into the soccer goal. Oh, no. Makes it over the
Hey, wide left. It's okay.
makes it over the lot to the hammer throw pit.
Hey, we'll get him next time. Oh, it's still going. The wind's taking it.
That one's not going out to the parking lot, though. Not unless it catches some magical bounce
It's off camera, but
on a 45-yard, 45-mile-an-hour blast of
yeah.
wind to take it over the fence.
little wind gust. Why not? That one rolled. That make it into the goal?
If it made it into the goal, it made it into the lacrosse goal. That's a small consolation, not the soccer goal.
Too close to call. We're just going to leave it. Leave it to the officials. 6:23 remaining in this ball game. Handoff's going to go to Miranda, who's going to take it just outside of the 20 down to the 22. This is more of a vengeance game, I feel, coming from last week for the Mustangs, losing to Tara Linda, losing the co-champion the chance to be co-champions with Marin Catholic, who looks like they're going to seal it up today against Jess and Sienna. They're coming back. They wanted blood, and they got it against the Hornets. Goes right at the gut to Nicky Flores.
33 Flores, the ball carrier.
Dalton Necker took him down.
Starting to see a few more subs in there. Bijan Nahidi, Manny Oliveras. At this point now, you just don't want any injuries and just get out of here.
Is Arturo Ruvalcaba in there? Yeah, he is.
Pass out to the flat. Isaiah Miranda, he's still on his feet, and he fumbled the ball. Fumbled it out of bounds, though.
Picked up by R.J. Porter. No, that was Kuhn who picked it up.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
You got the punter, Victor DeMaio, coming out.
You almost want the punter down here. You don't want to give up the ball here at the 20. Not the way the Mustang offense has been going.
And the clock's running. They got
4th and 13.
Caden Franceschini and Kyle McCurry back to receive the punt.
We haven't seen this combination at all this year. Good kick. Going to be Franceschini who's going to fumble it. Out of his hands, it's going to be picked up by Novato. Miguel Garza. Miguel Garza with a highlight of the day right there for the Hornets special teams.
Playing some James Blunt now. Interesting call.
Now 3:45 remaining in this one. Sam Marin comfortably ahead.
If the Mustangs get the ball, they're just going to be running the
Hopefully
clock out.
just kneeling on it.
Cole McHugh just got his face mashed.
And McHugh made the tackle on that too, didn't he?
No, McHugh got thrown out to the side. That was Parker Spencer and Dalton Eckert.
So Colton Carey loses 5 yards on the possession.
I see get a couple of second team defense going in here. Alfredo Fernandez, haven't called his name all year. Talking about wrestlers, Luis Carmona, or more known as Frenchie Carmona, for those who know him.
Frenchie's chopping at the bit for wrestling season.
Oh yeah, he is.
He'll be a team captain this year. His little brother, he actually have 2 brothers on the same team. They have 3 Carmonas wrestling this season.
That's crazy. Isaiah Miranda stuffed a couple of our defenders there. Jason Bernardi got thrown to the ground, finally taken out by Parker Spencer around the 40-yard line.
This brings up about 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
It's going to be a handoff to the left. It's going to be Joseph Turner. He's going to get taken down by Frenchie Carmona. About a 3-yard gain. It's going to be 4th and 5.
Well, now you're not in necessarily punt return territory. You can actually try to go for it.
You might as well. Got 1:40 left here in this ball game.
So Novato's going to end up 0-5 in league play, 0-8 overall. Sam Marin's going to improve to 5-1 in league, 6-3 overall.
Miranda again on the carry. He's going to get stuffed back. He's going to get met by a host of Mustangs. Parker Spencer was the first one who initiated that one.
And that's going to be Mustang ball. And it's going to be a kneel down, and then we are done for the day. Victory formation coming up for the Mustangs.
1 minute left in the ball game.
We hope you enjoyed our free broadcast of the football season. If you're going to catch us next week, assuming we have a home game or depending where we're at, we are going to be on the NFHS network. We're co-broadcasting today with Novato Community TV as well, so they'll be replaying this game numerous times on Channel 30. So, Anthony, who's your player of the game today?
I mean, I got to go. I know we've already given it to Zach Cunningham 1 week. We've given it to a bunch of different people who've done fantastic this game. Like you said, Payam Ravenfar with his 22 kickoffs today has been pretty outstanding. But if we're going real stats, I got to give it to Mitchell Timmerman. I mean, 4 touchdowns on the day, I think. Had an explosive return kick. I mean, can't give the short end of the stick to Hickey or Sean Jay or anybody. I mean, everybody on this
Actually, I'd give it to Colin Hickey. We haven't given it to him all year, and he had a perfect QBR rating.
That's true, we haven't. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I got to say one thing about this. I never thought I'd be here at the beginning of this year watching a Novato-San Marin matchup for varsity football. No matter what the outcome was, I'm definitely glad to be here alongside you with this.
So it's been a lot of fun. We look forward to seeing people come for the playoffs. We'll find out tomorrow, probably about 1 o'clock, where San Marin is going to be seated for NCS Division IV. We've had a whole host of people today on you name it.
Nick Oskis has been the executive producer for this game. He's been handling all the camera angles, everything.
We've had Marcus Okun and
Olivia
Reedon as your camera people sitting on top, freezing all day today.
Yeah, I feel bad for them. Oh my gosh. Got Manny and Shannon been here the whole time. They've been, yeah, emotional support, I guess you could say, morale support. Yes, verbally abusing me and also physically abusing me with her foot sitting behind me, leaving some boot marks on my back.
So oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, I was just gonna say I'm Anthony Allen.
I'm Greg Irish. We hope you join us tomorrow for a very special Mustangs live broadcast. We'll be broadcasting the Craig Pitty Memorial Service. That will begin at 2 o'clock. It will be broadcasted here on our Mustangs Live YouTube channel. We'll begin that at 2. We'll also be co-hosting that with Novato Community TV. Hope you had a great afternoon, everybody. Have a good day, and we will see you hopefully tomorrow.